The Rock Mouse's burrow, was it? I can guide you there if you wish.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Right. Just follow me. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Well met. Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt Her Majesty and the Guard. Come, let me buy you a drink. We've much to discuss, and I don't fancy standing round all the while. Shall we make for the tavern?
This way, if you please, Master.
Oh, what does this say? Shall we take a closer look?
Say, have you heard? They finally caught the fiend behind those ox cart raids.
Aye, they caught someone. But word is he's just an underling. Seems the true ringleader gave him the slip. Captain Benjamin's all bent up over it. Tell is, he's still interrogating the lad, trying to get all he can out of him about the Coral Snake's operations. Wants to make a clean job of it, like.
Well, here's hoping it puts those snakes to rout for the welfare of this city and our stomachs.
Here already, are we?
Come to think of it, was there not another
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Back Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Take this then. Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
How might I be of service?
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Aye, even pawns. So long as they've coined for their ale. You're in a tavern, sir. Only polite thing to do is order some. Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
I'll gather these.
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir. Do come again?
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us.
Oh, well, well, well. Aren't you a fine specimen? Might I trouble you to show me your tongue? You're the very picture of health. I dare say a constitution such as yours could survive most any toxin. Have you ever crossed paths with an asp? If you have, I'm sure you'll agree that they are masterful poisoners. Not only do they spew venom with abandon, but they're crafty enough to coat their spears with the substance. Truly remarkable behaviour. 'Tis fit to pique any scholar's curiosity. No? Thus, my task for you. Might you be so kind as to return to me afflicted with asp venom? The opportunity to study the poison's effect on a living specimen would further my research by leaps and bounds.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use. I fear I must stray from the thread of our conversation to tell you. Oft do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Oh, pay me no mind. 'Tis one of a servant's many privileges to be entrusted with such articles of value.
Maybe I'll keep right here.
Have a gander at my wares. Can't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
It is most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
Ask someone else.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
Beg pardon, sir?
This way, if you please.
Say, have you seen any statues about? Solid stone ones, carved in the likeness of monsters. Tell is, quite a number of them were found not long ago, just west of the Agamemnon ruins. Here's the curious part, though. The things look damn near real. So real, in fact, that collectors were willing to pay outlandish sums of gold for them. Would that I'd gotten my hands on one. Suppose I'll just have to hope there are more of them out there somewhere. Those statues fetched a fine sum, they did. Fortune willing, they'll...
Over here!
I hope the day's treat.
I've been seeing an odd ox. Once, I espied it around dawn and followed it. 'Twasn't the sort of cart built to carry goods. Nor was it one of the passenger carts. Tell is it passes through that strange gate and makes for Volcanic Island. But what for? And
This town must have...
Would that expensive?
We pawns are...
would that the gold...
You there? Have you a home in Batal? If not, well, look no further. As it so happens, I've one to sell. Now, I've noticed you tend to travel with pawns. Bold choice here in Batal, where they're ill-loved. So I thought you might prefer a home of your own to stay at, rather than a crowded inn. Well, what say you? A wise decision, sir. Do be sure to read over the deed. Here you are, dear.
Morning, Master.
Ah, well met. You'll be glad to hear we've succeeded in capturing another of the coral snakes. Fortunately for us, this one started talking the moment a bargain of acquittal was mentioned. Mayhap through speaking with him, we might discern some means of loosening Hugo's tongue.
A wise decision.
So, this Ambrosius fellow possesses knowledge of the Godsway. Then we had best seek him out.
Our performance is not one to...
Isn't the color I was hoping for. My bed needs, and I shall resist.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
Any interesting tidings to share?
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here. We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Come to think of it, the private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Each to their own. This place offers a view of the sea. I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
Right. Just follow me.
I will protect you. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. Well done. Cannot let down our guard even for a moment, lest victory slip away from us. Understood.
Way, if you please. You need me at the Vanguard? Say no more.
I happen to understand, Elvish Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker.
It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means, lead the way.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. One of our number is unconscious. Active Fury's jaws to wield.
I've a pressing duty.
I've just had a thought. Loath as I am to recall the events of the coronation, they are fresh in my mind still. How might the technique used to control us be dispelled?
Have you need of me?
Who are you? No, never mind, 'tis of little imp. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are...
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. It was an eventful journey, but we made it here all right.
A common reward. Frustratingly so, as if my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it.
Apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away.
Well, have you found any blue crystal shards? Is that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them here. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to command pawns. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult. We've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should say. 'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors, or mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you no more than that.
Here already, are we?
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. Then I bid ye farewell.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Pray, light your lantern, Master.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist. Who? Ah!
Since time... Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall... Then I bid ye farewell.
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
Look! Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
True enough.
Is drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns, lest we summon it unwittingly.
Naught save a shooting star could heighten the sky's majesty this night.
Right you are.
You need me at the Vanguard? Say no more.
How are we to get through this door?
Take the power of ice and turn it against our foes. shan't let them harm you. That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation first.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
You're... Step. Bearing arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
My talents lie in combining materials.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? One can see well into the distance from here.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Good thing I'm here, really. I know just where to go. Good thing I'm here, really. I know just where to go. Good thing I'm here, really. I know just where to go. I don't much fancy narrow spaces.
Let us proceed with due caution.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look. We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Forgive me, but there's another matter I've been bursting to speak of. Namely, is your pack not overburdensome? Oh, you carry so much. I worry for your poor spine.
Oh, pay me no mind. 'Tis one of a servant's many privileges to be entrusted with such articles of value.
I just remembered who 'tis we're talking about. Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight to the one you seek.
Saurians, Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Fascinating.
While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were entrusted with as well?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Well met, sir.
We've arrived, just as planned.
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he did, didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen asleep once or twice, but it isn't as if I've been lazing about. I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, this arrangement has been an encumbrance on my mind from the very beginning. While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subjects that I've seen with my own two eyes, which makes things rather difficult, given the task at hand. Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done. And you'd be doing me a great boon. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my... Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Indeed. A beast frozen in place would be much more easily drawn. 'Tis said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subjects afore sketching them. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of you, Arisen. I only ask that you aid me in completing my sketch as best as you are able. Then I shall depart at once. Pray, meet me at the foot of the Guerco mountain range, east of the rest town.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. We must rest, though the sun is...
Go on, have a look.
Pawns cannot set foot in Batal without feeling the people's contempt for us.
Take heart, for we are fulfilling our duty at the Arisen's side. We have naught to be ashamed of.